Hi friends, welcome back to my channel and welcome to Makeup Monday. So today I am recreating a sunset inspired look. I asked you guys over on Instagram as well as on my community tab here on YouTube what colors you guys wanted me to play with next. I left you a little poll and surprisingly the color sunset really won, or tangerine and pink. So I decided to take that, run with it, and create this look. Remember guys, Makeup Monday is all about drawing inspiration from everyday things, from everyday life, making these colorful, fun, just bringing 2016 back. And I love the way this look turned out. This is going to be a complete voiceover, totally throwing it back to 2016. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Grab your cafecito. I just finished mine and it was delicious. I left a little bit. I can never finish the whole thing. I left the tiniest amount of coffee. But with that said, grab your cafecito and let's do a fun, colorful sunset inspired makeup. Let's get into it. All right, first things first is a sip of our cafecito. I was trying so hard to show y'all, but I was also not trying to drop it. I cannot function without coffee. Literally, I need it in my veins every single day. Okay, so let's jump right into the tutorial because this is what we're here for, okay? We're going to take out our BPerfect Cosmetics Carnival Extra Large Palette. You don't have to have this, but anything colorful will work. I started off with the shade Funky. This is a hot pink, almost like a magenta pink, but not as quite as deep. And then I took the shade Pep Talk. Pep Talk is going to be your more softer, almost like a bright pink. This is just going to work as our transitional shade. Now, what we want to do here is we want to use the 50-50 method. And if you don't know what that is you want to place your transitional shade 50-50. So half on the colored you first lay down and half on your skin. This is going to give you that beautiful transitional soft gradient look. To add to our next color, I kind of just went based off of, like, I guess pictures that I saw on Google. I just googled like sunsets and I really like the pink and the orange one. So I took the shade Lit from that same palette and I laid it all over the center. Now, when you're laying colors like this, you want to just lay them down first and not worry too much about blending. As you can see here, I laid down the orange and then I went back with a clean brush and I gently started blending those colors together and then softly patting them where they meet. Now for my yellow color, I really wanted something super bright, so I pulled out an oldie but a goodie. This is a great pigmented palette from Norvina. It is the Vol.6 palette. Who remembers this era? Oh my gosh, this was my favorite era. I own multiple palettes from that time and I do not regret it. So I took that yellow and I patted it in the inner corner to create that like sun look. And then here is where we go back and literally replace the colors. So take your time. It's not going to look so beautiful in the beginning because we are literally layering and layering our shades. So went back with Lit, which is an orange, just any orange. You want to lay that in the center so it can bleed into the yellow and the pink can bleed into the orange. I'm going to go back with a little bit more of that funky color, which is again more of a magenta pink, and I'm going to re-emphasize it. That is where most of the work comes into play, is to reinforcing those colors and really making them pop. That's literally what takes me the most time besides blending. I just go back and re-add the colors over and over again. Now I did want this to be a little more deep, so I went in with the shade Reckless. This is like a deep burgundy, so with purple undertones, which is exactly what I wanted. You can also do red and that will bring the pink out a little bit more. So this almost turned out a little bit purple, which is totally fine. But I really wanted to add depth into the outer corner of the eyes, just because with the pink you can't do much. You won't get a lot of dimension and depth, and with this color I feel like it really adds that extra oomph, and I really love the way this turned out. Again, I go back multiple times and reapply and reinforce the colors until I am happy, and then I take took a clean, fluffy blending brush and I just went over the edges and blended everything together. And at this point, I was happy with how the eyes were turning out. So I decided to move away from the eyes. I curled my lashes. I like to curl my lashes because I feel like applying lashes at this point is so much easier once you've laid down your mascara. You guys know that I rave and rave about the Chic Glam mascara. It is seriously one of my all-time favorites at this point because it keeps my lashes curled. I decided to go in with some like fluffy-ish curly lashes. I didn't want anything too dramatic, but I wanted a little extra something. Now here is where kind of like your artistic eye will come into play. If you're not satisfied with anything, you can always go back and add more color. That's exactly what I did. I picked up a little bit more of that Reckless shade, which is that deep burgundy, and I added that into the outer corner just to add more depth. And I really wanted that yellow to pop. I should have added some sort of like pigment on my skin to make it pop more, but it's okay. So I just went ahead and added a little bit more of that yellow, and then that was it. You can always go back and retouch and add anything you like, but we're gonna move on to the face. I totally forgot to prep my skin. I don't know why, but I went in with a foundation that I haven't used in a long time. This is the MAC Pen Foundation, I believe. It is such a good product if you have oily skin and you want that like matte look but without it being dry. This is my go-to. And then I like to use a brush like this. It kind of looks like a paintbrush and it makes it so easy to go around your brows so you don't have to mess them up. I'm the type of person that does my brows first. It's just, I don't know, it's a habit at this point, I guess. And then I use a sponge and just blend everything. This cream bronzer right here from Physicians Formula has been my go-to ever since I discovered it. It has this really nice gel formula and it makes blending so easy. I apply that everywhere where I want to get a little bronzy, and then we blend. So if you're looking for something that's lightweight, not crazy pigmented, and you can walk into the drugstore and buy it, this is it. This is a product for you. I really, really like it. I really wanted the whole sunset vibe. I just wanted to keep it going, so I went with this blush from e.l.f. It's called Gorge Orange or something like that, but it is a true orange. These colors look so beautiful on tan skin. This is probably my favorite liquid blush from e.l.f. that I own. And then literally fighting for my life trying to get some concealer out of my ABH concealer. This is the Magic Touch Concealer in the shade number 8, and you guys know that I rave about this concealer constantly because it is so full coverage, and I swear I've been trying to finish this for the past like 6 months and I'm still not done with it. So I'm going to keep scraping every bit of it and get every single penny out of this concealer because it is a little more expensive, but it is so good. Let me know what your favorite full coverage concealer is. For some reason, I didn't record myself setting my face, but we are moving on to the bronzer. This is another OG favorite for me that has been around for ages. MAC Give Me Sun. Do you guys remember when Desi made this popular? Oh my gosh. I used to love watching her. She needs to come back to YouTube ASAP. They need to make a reunion with the OG influencers because we need to bring some color back to YouTube. For my blush, I went in with this Kokie Cosmetics Gradient Blush. I'm not sure of the name, but I will try to find it and link it. This is like the perfect tangerine blush, and it just went so well with the look. Again, I wanted to keep everything sunset vibes. And then I went with this Girlastic highlighter. I didn't want anything too crazy bright. I wanted it just to be enough, and this gave me exactly what I was looking for. So, yep. to finish off the eyes, I decided to go in with an orange eyeliner. You can totally do yellow or pink. I wanted to do yellow, but the eyeliner that I had was so dried out, so I couldn't use it, so I went with orange. And then to the bottom lash line, I repeated the same steps, except I added Reckless, which is that deep burgundy closest to the lash line, and then blended out with orange and finally pink to give the same gradient effect that we have on our lids. Super easy, super simple, and it looks so pretty. I've been really into a extremely bright white inner corner, so I added that, and then I added some mascara. And here is the final look. This is my take on a sunset look. I wanted a little ombre moment. I didn't want to do like the classic half cut crease. I wanted a little something fun, and I love the way this turned out. I love that I was able to use older palettes, but let me know what you guys think. What colors should we play with next? I hope you guys enjoy again today's video. Thank you so much for being here. If you recreate any of my looks, please tag me on my socials. I would love to repost you and show you some love. With that said, thank you so much for being here. I love you. Stay safe, and until next time, I'll see you guys in my next video. Mwah. Bye.